This is fantastic.
So good.
How much of this is like one prompt, or is there like a guy working with
Jamie's the answer to that, because Jamie's done a bunch of them.
Yeah, like how much of this is like actually editing and somebody who understands producing music, like constantly prompting?
No. Prompt for 5 words.
Holy shit.
Say 1950s soul music.
It's so easy.
And then put in the
You want a
lyrics.
cigar?
Let's burn us.
Everybody goes,
Bro, what was the first thing we did with Sora? You got MLK giving a speech, and a Down syndrome kid walks up and goes, peanut butter.
Right. Well, how about those videos where they had like Trump playing in a band, and like there was like Clinton was on the saxophone? Did you ever see those?
No.
Oh my God.
But like,
they're incredible.
We're gonna make
They're
the
playing
most
Creedence Clearwater Revival together.
I mean, I still
Fortunate
like it
Son.
when the Down syndrome kid comes up and just says
Look,
peanut butter.
it's all good.
It's guilt free because he's not a real person.
Right.
He's made up. Right.
Right.
Okay.
You can laugh at him.
We can laugh because it's not a real person.
Right.
But
that brings to like, what about AI Down syndrome porn?
The sounds would be crazy. I mean, we got to see it just for the sounds, right? It's just.
Did they just announce that is OpenAI doing an erotica version? Peanut butter.
No, yeah, they said they wouldn't censor it. They're like, it's not our job to be the moral police.
Oh well, then it's over. Then it's Andrew Schulz porn all day long.
Yo, so that's the crazy
Gay
thing.
porn too,
Can
by
they
the
do?
way.
Listen,
you?
hey, bro.
You handsome devil.
Hey, the mustache.
Isn't moral police of the world after erotica ChatGPT post blows up?
So that's the thing. Can you do it? Can you make porn with us, or can you just make it with like random?
100% can with you.
With what about you? We can't make porn with you.
Me too. I just want you to feel it.
You hit me with the Spider-Man meme. We make porn with you. Do it. Get him.
Well, it's going to be a real problem with female celebrities. I mean, it already has been a problem. They face swapped Natalie Portman onto porn stars' bodies.
Remember
before.
they were doing when we were kids with Photoshop. The second Photoshop came out.
Yep.
There was like tons of porn. Who's the lady that ran for president from Alaska?
Oh, Sarah Palin.
Yeah, Sarah Palin was like every
right.
single porn video.
Yep.
So yeah, why would they not do it?
They're doing it 100%.
But the thing is,
the real thing,
we won't be upset as long as like we're throwing it down. Like we'll be upset if like our wives are in it.
Right, that'll be an issue.
But if somebody makes a porn where I got like a huge cock and I'm just fucking shit up.
But the problem is it's going to be your wife getting teamed on. It won't even be like
Joe,
fun.
Why are we putting these things out there in the world? Why do you keep giving them ideas? The internet is a dangerous place, and it always ends up with me getting fucked.
Yeah, the world's dark right now with this because there's no rules and people are just, it's sort of like if you gave the world matches for the first time. And they're like, I could just start a fire?
Do you think they did that initially when they created fire? They're like, we need some rules for this shit. We
think
just can't
they
let everybody
for
do it.
sure should. I mean, I
That
thought
was
about
gun
that
control?
before.
Was that like the original gun control?
How weird is it that I don't even have to have a license to have one of the most powerful forces in the world at the palm of my hand, and I could be 6?
Okay. Imagine after the Chicago fire, right? Like 80% of the city is decimated. I don't even know what year that is. Probably 1800s or something like that.
Did they say, maybe we got to take matches away from these motherfuckers?
Or like fireplaces or some shit. Like,
Right.
I bet they didn't let you go in, like being like essentially like a traveling pool hustler and like popping into a town where you heard there was some game and you travel with like a couple other people. One guy would like sense it out. He would go play a couple games, see who's there, and then Jeremy would just come in and just clean up for 2 weeks straight, and then you're out of there.
Yep.
It is.
And you play like you suck at first.
At first, right? That's right. Yeah, the first week you just let people beat up on you a little bit, and then the second week you eat their lunch.
Depends on how thick your bankroll is. You know, like if you could start off like just you only got like 150 to lose. You know, like you have your gambling money. Like what can we fuck with before we start getting into real money? Because if you want to get somebody on the hook, you don't want to get them on the hook for $100. You want to get them on the hook for $5,000.
Hook means you want them to have the confidence that they'll beat you.
Well, when they're on the hook is when they're fucked. Right. So you let them win a few games and then you say, let's bet some fucking real money.
Yeah.
And you know, you look nervous and shit, and then you get a game for $5,000. You're like,
clean up.
Here we go. Yeah. And then you loosen up, and all of a sudden the stroke is smooth, and he's like, what the fuck happened?
It's like midway through that game when someone realizes they're being hustled.
Oh, they get mad. I've been there. Not with me. I was never good enough to hustle people, but my friend Johnny was a professional pool hustler. My friend Johnny was a homeless guy.
Not the guy from Connecticut?
No, that's Tommy.
That's
Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy was different. Tommy wasn't as crazy as Johnny. Like, Tommy's clean and sober. He has been. Like, he smokes a little weed, but like his whole life he never drank, never did drugs.
Right.
And he was an elite pool player. But Johnny actually used to play at the subways too. He used to go down. He was a musician, so he would had a little keyboard and shit.
Yeah.
That was one of the ways that he made money. But he would hustle people. That's how I met him. He tried to hustle me. Yeah, he just comes over and he starts, talking like, dude, you play pretty good. You want to play some? And I was like, what? What are you talking about, man?
Did you have the defenses up? Like
right away, I knew. I could smell a predator. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
So
we became friends.
So he sees it. Do you respect the hustle?
100%.
Okay, so within pool, someone trying to hustle you, it's not seen as like an act of aggression at all. It's just like, this is part of the game.
Part of the fun.
Yeah,
it's part of the fun.
Oh, so you almost appreciate when someone's
100%, because you don't know. Like, is this guy fucking with me? Do you play good? And you don't know. Did you ever see the movie The Color of Money?
No.
There's a scene where
what was it?
Paul Newman and Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker hustles Paul Newman.
Yeah.
And he, at one point in time, Paul Newman goes, "Are you a hustler? Are you a hustler?" Because Paul Newman in the movie The Hustler was the guy who did that to other people. He pretended he sucked, and then he would eventually get all their money.
Yeah.
And he goes, and Forrest Whitaker looks at him and goes, "Wow, you want to quit?" Hey. He goes, "You can quit." And he's like, "Fuck you." He's like, "All right, let's go." And then he's got him on the hook because he's better than him. And Paul Newman has to realize, oh my God, this young guy is better than me, and he's stealing my money. And at the end, he asks him a question. He goes, "Can I ask you a question? Do you think I need to lose some weight?" And he just smiles at him, and he just walks out because Forrest Whitaker is fat.
Yeah.
He just smiled at him, and he just peels the hundreds off the table and leaves. That's part of the fun. Part of the fun.
Yeah.
And Theo went off the rails right after Maron put him in his special.
Yeah.
You know
my issue with that joke in the special? It was just like what Twitter says.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't even like a creative
angle.
It's not good. It was just like literally what every tweet would say.
Meanwhile, it's one of the funniest jokes he's ever made because it's an impression of a really funny guy.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to rely on Theo's impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like my whole thing with Maron is like, I think that like people outside of comedy have this idea of him, but like everybody inside comedy knows he's a piece of shit, and they've known it for years.
Exactly.
And like, this is not just like us.
No.
Like there's that great like Jon Stewart story about their thing, which is like, I don't even know what people know, but like John took that MTV show and Maron like ripped him for how you sell out, you piece of shit, how dare you do it. And then when John leaves to go do another show, guess who takes over that same show? Maron. That's who we're dealing with. So it's like, it's one of these things where like inside the game, we all know who the pieces of shit are, and we just go, we roll our eyes.
This is how Marc Maron works. He sees you get successful. He feels bad, so he comes up with a reason why you're bad.
Exactly. And he'll find some like intellectualization of it to justify his bitterness.
You want to know what he hit me with Fear Factor?
What do you say?
You're taking jobs away from comedians who would be writing on sitcoms.
What?
What? Because I'm doing a
people
reality show. So the reality show, which is #1 show in the country, would have if it didn't exist.
That was a Trump moment right there.
#1. It was the best. But when the idea was that somehow or another this is stealing, it's like the dumbest justification.
You're just angry, bro.
You didn't look at it at all. You didn't have any insight. You didn't like step back and go, okay, let me reflect on this. Does this make any sense? Because it doesn't make any sense because those people are doing a job outside of comedy.
Exactly.
Just like me. I'm doing a job outside of comedy too.
But you can't even give it any credence. It's like the guy, every criticism he has, he's guilty of. Like he's like, how dare you have presidents on the pod and have fun with them? And it's like, you had Obama before anybody. You started this. You didn't ask Obama anything about fucking drone strikes or whatever. And frankly, and I love Obama. I just want to point that out. Like I actually really do. And I know there's probably fucked up shit that anybody in power got to do. But like I liked him.
I love him as a statesman. I think he was the best statesman we've ever had.
You just felt good.
Yes.
You just felt good.
We felt like he's a great representative of America.
100%.
He's as intelligent and measured as anybody who's ever held the office. Better than any. Like Clinton, when he was young, was really good. I think Obama was another level.
Yes. So,
I think Obama was another level.
Anyway, but it's like, you did it. You did the thing. You did the exact same thing. Talk all this shit about like,
we just had him on recently. He didn't ask him anything.
Of course he did.
Anything like would you have repealed the Smith-Mundt Act?
But is that surprising to you?
No, not
of course not, because we know, because we're inside.
Well, this is the thing. He like positions himself as this intellectual, but he doesn't say anything interesting.
Yeah, I think
there's nothing that guy ever says where I'm like, wow, that's a unique insight.
That's the
fucking
thing.
Never. It's childish with a good vocabulary.
No, I think he's a smart guy. I think he's probably smarter than he is funny, and I think that drives him crazy.
Yeah, but he's also too obsessed with himself to be reflective enough to understand like why other people don't like him.
Wait, you're saying the guy who talks by himself for 5 minutes before the president comes on? 15 minutes? If there wasn't for Fast Forward, there would be no Maron podcast.
Yeah.
And that was before,
just the rant.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the rant. Yeah. Imagine.
But anyway, so it's just like
the rant is what killed the show, by the way. If he didn't have the rant, he probably wouldn't be like bottom 200.
I think better shows came out, and it's just like that's just the nature of the game.
There's that too, but it's also like he's not that good at talking to people. He's not nice.
So I don't know. My whole feeling about it is just like we know. The funniest thing about the Trump pot is that like initially it was Kamala's campaign and the Democrats like loving the interview because Trump said that thing. It was a really fascinating thing that happened because both sides were going, "Oh, this is awesome," and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like,
what did he say?
He goes, he says one of the funniest things ever. He goes, "I'm basically an honest person." And then he says it to me, and I just laugh because I'm like, I laugh for a few reasons. Like, one, I laugh because it's a hilarious thing to say.
It's very funny.
But two, it's like actually the most honest thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm deconstructing it, it's like anybody who goes, "I've never told a lie," you're like, you're a fucking liar. You just told one. But saying you're basically honest is like, yeah, I pretty much mostly tell the truth.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I say Melania looks skinnier than she does. You know, whatever the fuck every husband,
it is.
You know what I mean? But like, it's, I don't know. It was just the funniest thing.
Or the Epstein files is a hoax.
Bro, the fucking Epstein thing is just...
Nothing but a hoax.
It's just, I don't even understand. I don't get it. It is the easiest political victory. Like, if you just
It is,
do
but it isn't. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not supporting anything. Just be really clear, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
But if you have relationships with all these insanely wealthy people that are going to be
hurt by this,
severely impacted by this, like this is the ultimate political football. Because I don't know what the numbers are, I don't know who the people are, but I've heard things. And if those things are true, you're dealing with some of the most powerful people in the world, some of the wealthiest people in the world.
They got to go down.
Yeah, well, it depends on what they did, right? It's like, did you go over there and have sex with a 24-year-old and do coke, or did you go
totally fine,
right? Or did you go over there? But here's,
wouldn't you want that out? I would want that out. If like,
yeah,
if
but
I was
you
attached,
wouldn't want that out because like, how do you? You're connected to pedophilia, no matter what.
Oh, right, because you're like
Epstein's Island.
She was 24, and then someone's going to go, "Well, did you ID her?" And you're like, "Well, no, I didn't ID her."
Well, did you see underage girls? Yeah. Were you there? Are you complicit?
So you don't want to even be around it,
right? Well, you can't be around it. I mean, the guy 100% had sexual relationships with underage girls at least in Florida, convicted, yeah, and so that, and you knew that when you were meeting him. That's the Bill Gates thing. That's the craziest.
Not only Bill Gates, the Stephanopoulos guy, like a bunch of them went over there.
A lot of people went over there. A lot of scientists went over there, and I think those guys thought they were going over there for this beautiful place where you can go. This guy's donating money to science. You're hanging out with movie stars. This intellectual discourse. So tell me about string theory. Yeah. Well, it's really fascinating. One things we've learned, and you're having cocktails like, well, this place is great, and then you can get your dick sucked.
It's like a Diddy party for nerds.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
Like, a lot of people went to those parties.
Yeah, I don't want to say Hassan Ahmad's joke.
What is that?
I don't want to say a joke. I don't want to ruin his joke.
Shout out Hassan, man.
Hassan's great. Yeah. He's got a great joke that compares it to Diddy.
He's filming a special soon, too.
Yes, he is.
I'm very excited for him, man.
This weekend.
Oh, really? So this
upcoming weekend at the Mothership. It's at the Black Rabbit.
Black Rabbit. So make sure you guys go check that out.
He is great.
Yeah,
and that guy works hard. I've known him since he was a doorman at the Comedy Store.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Derek do the Solid show together.
Yep.
So I got to know Hassan.
No, Hassan's great, man.
They have a great pod, man.
Super smart dude, too.
But like, that's
very interesting guy. Great green room hang.
That's the other thing. It's like just being able to hang, just being able to fucking hang is like, people think about like, oh, what are all these competitive advantages? How do you do this, that, the other? And it's just like, can you fucking hang out?
Right.
Can you sit down on a couch and can we bust balls?
Are we fun?
It's that easy.
Yeah. Are you fun? Are you easy? Do you